Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, if you love Sultai as much as I do, you're gonna really like this deck, and it is a blast to play. But before we get into that, if you like our content, you like this deck, or anything we've put out, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, it would mean the world to us. Not only does it really help support me and the channel, but it gets us out to a much bigger audience and really helps grow the channel. So why don't we go ahead and get into today's deck. We have Sultai Midrange. So first we'll start off with our removal package. We have 2 copies of Flunk, 2 copies of Infernal Grasp, 4 copies of Binding of the Old Gods, seeing a little bit of a return here, 2 Shadow's Verdict for a little bit of a board wipe. There's a lot of tokens going around, mono white, mono green, all have really powerful creatures that are 3 and less. It's a really strong card. And then 2 Meat Hook Massacres. If you played with it, you know why. If you played against it, you know why. It's a really, really strong card and just can close out games with just its passives, let alone being a board wipe. I really, really like this card. Then we're going to have 2 copies of Negate in the deck. Moving right along, we have some early drops, kind of some ramp creatures, if you will. We have 4 Prosperous Innkeepers and 4 Tangled Florahedrons, which are either a ramp creature or land. We have 25 lands plus these. That gives us a total of 29 options. Plus we have tokens with the Prosperous Innkeeper, and we could make more with the Chariots if we wanted to. Speaking of Chariots, our turn 3 and 4 plays are going to be 4 copies of Briarbridge Tracker. I'm not really reading a whole lot of the new cards anymore, but this one hasn't seen a ton of play yet, so I'm going to go over this one more time. 1 green, 2 colors for a Human Scout. It is a 2/3 with Vigilance. That comes into play a lot. Whenever Briarbridge Tracker enters the battlefield, investigate, so you get yourself a clue token, and then as long as you control a token, Briarbridge Tracker gets +2/+0. So, I mean, you're getting a token from this, you're getting a token from the Innkeeper, you get tokens from Chariots, you get tokens from Lolth, Ren. She gets fired up all the time. If you have to go ahead and eat the clue to go ahead and draw a card, don't worry. There's other ways to power her up again later. And then we have 4 copies of Asikia's Chariot, just a super strong card. And then our higher end drops to kind of close out the game if we can't do it with that. We have 1 copies of Immrith. I love this dragon. We have 2 copies of Lolth, the Spider Queen, and 2 of the new Renin 7. I'm sure you've seen it by now. I'm not going to read this card. It's all over the place. It's a problem, but it's a fun problem, right? And then we have our land package. In case there's board wipes, we're going to have 3 Hall of the Storm Giants and 2 Lair of the Hydras. We also have 1 Forest. We have 4 of the pathways in our colors, so all 3 different pathways, 4 of each. We have 4 of the new Shipwreck Marsh, and then we need a little bit more black-green mana deck, so we do have 3 copies of Woodland Chasm. We're not a snow deck at all. That's only in there because that's the only way to get those said colors together like that. So that's the deck. It is a mid-range deck, so you know you have removal just whenever your opponent's getting out of control. You're trying to ramp up to, you know, these packages here as fast as possible. The Tracker, the Chariot, the Desert Doom, the Spider Queen, and the Renin 7, just to really close out games. I've been actually finishing a lot of games off with Hall of the Storm Giant, and as you'll see, this deck kind of just annoys people to death. So there's times where I just have the board at a state to where the opponent is so annoyed, they're just going to quit the game, especially when they know you have a Hall of the Storm Giants or a Lair of the Hydra on the board just to finish them off, and if there's no way for them to interact with it, there's just nothing they can really do. So make sure you stick around to the end for the summary, and without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into some gameplay. Okay, we have Lukewarm TX. Opponent goes first. We have 3 lands, 4/5 with the Tangled Florahedrons, Prosperous, and a Flunk. I mean, this is slow. I'm gonna keep it. So we'll go with a Chasm. They went Girardi's out the gate. Everything's red-blue. Let's go ahead. Let's hope the Hall of the Storm Giants and play a Tangled Florahedron. Pass it back. Okay, so we don't have any counter spells. We have the Flunk. We don't have any 4 mana plays that are super, super good. So I think we get the Chasm out there. And we throw the Prosperous Innkeeper. And we just swing for 1. Big ol' 1. Boom, take that 1. Got him! Expressive iteration coming down. Okay, there's their 4th land. We got a mountain. Asikia's Chariot. They don't have anything foretold. So that's interesting. Let's Chariot. Disdainful Stroke. Okay. I mean, I should have figured. We'll get in for 2. And the turn. They just pass it right back. We have plenty of green for a Ren or whatnot, so we'll put this on blue, and we'll get in for 2. They can't really bounce it or anything. Cinderclasm. Okay. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's recast it. Cast another one, I mean. Not recast it. Same. It's not the same one. Expressive iteration is the play from the opponent. Need to hit another land soon in case they kill our Tangled Florahedron. What do we got here? Oh, bye-bye Tangled Florahedron. Oh, no, they wanted the land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got you, got you. Take our turn. Throw this out on. We have a lot of blue now. Let's put this out on black. Let's fire up the Hall of the Storm Giants. I actually think it should have used the token here, but let's go ahead and get in for 7. They can't touch this, so there we go. Even if it wasn't warded, they can't divide it by 0. They're not hitting it for 7 points of damage. I really don't know. I'd have to think about what they could do to that. Here comes maybe an Auron's Epiphany, which would be odd. Normally they have them foretold. Okay, we have a negate now. I love that. Let's put this out on blue. Let's go ahead and fire you up again. It doesn't speed up the clock to attack with this, and we'll lose our negate. So we're only swinging with that, because if they go Auron's Epiphany on this next turn, we negate it, we win the game. Summon my man. I don't... Oh, they can actually bounce that, huh? Fading Hope, Fading Hope, Fading Hope. Okay, I have a Binding and a Flunk. They did an Auron's Epiphany, so they're either a really good player or they're tricky. So it comes down to this right now. I either Auron's Epiphany this now. I think I negate it. I mean, I don't Auron's. I either save this for Auron's Epiphany or I use it now. I'm gonna negate it. They'll counterspell again. We'll get rid of the counters in their hand. Divide by 0, the negate. Okay. And they're gonna have to tap the rest of their. I wish they would have had one less land so that the ward trigger worked. There they go. That returns. I think I already threw my land too, so that's a whole lot more turns now. So I need a top deck Meat Hook Massacre. Mascot Exhibition. Didn't see it coming. We'll throw the Hall of the Storm Giants. We'll Binding of the Old Gods. The 4/4. And we will pass the turn. No attacks. And the turn. If they attack, well, I can't block that. I wish I could. I mean, I can't block that with a ground creature, I should say. I mean, I can't let them have that. They're going to counter it. so it doesn't matter. They're going to get it off, but hopefully it's divided by 0, so I get it back again. No, see, they did that on purpose. They wanted to get that out of my hand, I think. Meat Hook Massacre. We'll take that. They might have a counter spell. We won't know. Coin. Yeah, let's go ahead and Meat Hook for 2s. Oh, you should have paid with the game. I'm not gonna have this Tangled Florahedron anymore. Why wouldn't you tap it? We got it on the board. We gain some life. They lose some life. I wish, oh, how I wish it hadn't have tapped my green. 1, 2, I would have only gone in for 1. I was going to say with the layer of the Hydra, I could have gotten in, but if they killed it, then that's wouldn't be my favorite thing. And let's see what they do. I'm hoping that all they can do is, like, Memory Deluge, and they don't have an Auron's Epiphany. Auron's Epiphany is definitely making Magic a little less fun than normal, in my opinion. Even when you play it, it doesn't feel good to me. So, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Other than Emerith, no matter what creature they throw, if they throw a single creature, I can still attack with the Haul and Flunk. But the problem is, the Flunk's just not doing enough. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 right now. So, I guess maybe I can't Flunk. Luke is now... Okay, they don't have any way to answer the Haul. Wow! Who do we got here? Greg Us the First. Gregus the First. Okay. Well, we go first. We got 3 lands with this Tangled Florahedron here. We're going to go ahead and keep this. We got all of our colors. We're going to throw out the Tangled first. That does make it to where we can't negate if we want the Hull to come in and untapped. But I think we go with it. I still think we go with it. Because I just really don't think we're going to need to flunk that early. Okay, there we go. So we'll put out the Hull. We'll put out the Innkeeper. I don't think we need to hold up a negate right here. If they want to kill our Innkeeper, that's fine. If we top deck a Chariot or something like that, we're going. See, there's one shock out of the way. So Vampire. Okay, so we can put the Shipwreck out there. I think I just hold up, flunk, and then whatever they throw, I can binding, and then we can get into, like, our creatures and stuff like that. But then again, they can't get through this 2-3 unless they also kill the 2-3. Let's hold up a turn and play, like, a control deck, because I think they're the aggro deck in this matchup. I think. Or do I just kill the binding now? So what do we got? We've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, plus their draw 1. So if they don't throw a land, we can't even kill that unless I kill it now. Flunk it now. That way they can't... Yeah, if they draw a card and don't play a land and attack, I can't kill it. So, got to talk out all those decisions to make sure you're playing the right ones. Okay, there's the Scion. So we'll throw this out on black because we have a lot of blue right now. And I think we're going to go ahead and Binding of the Old Gods. Take that out. There's a... I guess I could have thrown this out and held up a negate. Play with fire. They're scrying. Okay. So negate's going to be good against them eventually. Here we go. Let's put out a... It comes into play tapped anyway, so we might as well get that out here. If we throw this out, we still have the treasure. Let's see. Let's put this out on blue. Throw this out. Next turn, we can attack with the Hall of the Storm Giants. We can draw at the end of turn, because I think this just needs... as long as we control a token. So this is a token here, so we could sack this and draw. And still be a 4-3 with good old Vigilance. It's 5 lands. At least we can stop a Lolth. Light up the night. Let's It's only gonna... Light Up the Night does X damage to any target. It does X plus 1 damage instead if that target is a creature or planeswalker. So they're gonna do 2, 3 damage. 2, 3 damages. And we can just start attacking with our land, I guess. I mean, they're almost out of cards, and that's not going to win the game. I think we just let that happen. Vampire Socialite. Let's go ahead and, now we'll just draw. Ooh, Chariot. I like Chariot. Okay, let's throw out the Shipwreck. So, what do we got here? That can do X damage or remove X loyalty counters. And oh, they have to have a planeswalker to flash that back. I think we go Chariot holding up Negate. They come in, we'll block with the Chariot. And if they think they're going to kill the Chariot with something... No. That's fine. We're actually going to let them have that. We'll fire up the Chariot. Let that happen. Okay. We're going to go ahead and... Oops. Whoa. Oh, it has... I forgot. It has Menace. Oh, they got another one. Okay. We got ourselves a little war here. Let's put you out on black. 1, 2, 1. So I have a total of 8 mana. Plus this is 9. If I throw the Prosperous, that'll leave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the Treasure, so I can negate. Yeah, I still have negate, and I can block with our creature land. We can't fire up the Chariot right now, so let's go ahead and just not attack, end the turn. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate you. Let's block that with those and take 3. I mean, they don't have anything. I mean, all they have in their hand is this. Okay, there we go. Now we have 2 negates. Trying to figure out the best way to do this. I think I'm going to create the creature land. We still have enough to negate. And let's just go ahead and swing in and race them. If they want to hit us for 3, let's just race them. Like I said, we got the negate. Play with fire. That gets negated. Now they can do... They don't have a planeswalker, so they cannot flash this back. There they go. They take us for 3 more. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and... That's how you play this game. That's how this deck works. Let's create a tree folk. Let's go ahead and activate the Chariot. Come on now. Good game. Good game. We have Seed. What's up, Seed? Okay, we go first. We got 3 lands, which I really like. Flunk, Infernal Grass, Loth, and Wrenn and 7. So we have some removal and then some closers. So we're going to go ahead and definitely hold on to this. We're going to be leading with the Woodland Chasm. Let's see what our opponent's up to. What you got, Seed? Green. So let's get this out on... We have a lot of black in our hand, so let's put one of these out on... We know we want this probably on green, so that way we'll have double. We'll put this on black. Or on blue, I meant blue. This on black. Ranger class coming down. And... I think we're okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we can't flunk it. I think we're okay letting them try to like fire this up, and maybe we take that out. Oh, there we go. Let's put the Marsh out and end the turn. We have all the land we need now for our Loth and our Wrenn and 7 and our Loth. So we're just gonna take that too. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So we're definitely gonna have to Infernal Grasp that. Now they just got to ramp up a little. Don't get me wrong. They're going into 5 mana next turn, so if they have a Wrenn, Well, then they have a Wren. Is there a reason to throw this as a creature? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know if we need it as land at the moment because we have to 5. So let's throw it as a creature. At least it can block non-tramplers. Let's put you out on green. This will be black. We have all the colors we really need. Next, and the turn. Unnatural growth, huh? Okay. So that happens. So in response, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We have to just go ahead and kill that right now. Okay, let's throw the Hall of the Storm Giants out there. Let's put a Wren and 7 out there, because that just makes monsters. Let's create that there token.
From root to canopy, the trees are mighty.
Kazandu Mammoth. Ranger class. Uh-oh, they're getting big. No trample, no trample. Oh, there's the Blizzard Brawl. Okay. Let's go ahead and plus this. Holy guacamole. Let's go ahead and throw the Shadow's Verdict. I wish it would have tapped that. I guess it didn't matter. What else was I doing? Let's throw the Lair of the Hydra onto the battlefield. Pass a turn. They've got an old growth troll over here that's going to have trample soon. It's an 8/8 trample, so that's going to be a problem. Wolf Pack Leader. Okay. Werewolf Pack Leader. Wolf Pack Leader. So at the end of their turn, they're going to fire up that. Okay. There they go. They got a Ranger class on. Oh, if they do the other... Okay, they got a 6/6er. Yeah. They're gonna have so much trample here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I unfortunately have to lose Wren and 7 because they're gonna be able to trample through. We'll throw the Lolth.
They prepare for war.
We'll go ahead and put out some 2/1s and end the turn.
Will be rewarded.
They couldn't put out the old growth troll because of the way they use their mana. Another, that doesn't, I don't think that doubles like that, does it? Oh my god. Okay. Well, they can't make it trample this turn. So, actually, we just won the game. Unless they... So we have 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8. Oh, wait, did we not? 7. This will be an 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We lose by 1, maybe? They can't make it trample, and I lose by 1 next. I think I just block once. They still can't bring out the old growth troll because they messed up.
We will slay our enemies.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. They can't bring out the old growth troll because they can't tap this. We can't bring out spiders, and we won't be able to because... So let's plus this. Or 0. Let's 0 that. 10 gold Florahedron. Not bad. Let's go ahead and swing in. Then... That thing is so big. I think I have to Shadow's Verdict. We'll put this out on black. And Shadow's Verdict. This will come into play tapped on their turn. Let's go ahead and just put this out as a creature for more mana. And end the turn. Ah! They drew a land. Oh, they're gonna top one of those. Okay. A chariot. A chariot. Wow. I don't know if we can get through a chariot. I mean, we have a negate a little too late. Let's zero our Lolth. Come on, rip it. Oh, that's not what we wanted.
I know the knowledge you seek.
So we'll throw this out on blue. We cast the Tangled. And no attacks in the turn. Oh, if I would have held up the negate. Oh! Oh. What? Oh. Okay, Brew Crew. That is going to do it for Sultai Midrange. And the deck is pretty solid. But if you want to climb the ladder really, really hard, you should probably just be playing Izzet until Auron's Epiphany is banned, which I personally hope happens soon. I love Magic the Gathering. I'm not negative about the card. I just think it creates a not fun gameplay. So this deck is a blast. It probably should have 2 Auron's Epiphanies in it, but I'm not going to do that. How are we actually going to change this deck for the better, though? Binding the Old Gods is a little slow for me, not doing everything I want, and we don't have a whole lot of cards to even grab from it. So I'm going to drop 2 of those for another Flunk and another Infernal Grasp. In fact, I might actually, just depending on how the meta works out, people have full grips right now in their hand, so I might actually drop 1 Flunk and add the 4th Infernal Grasp, since, like I said, there's a lot of ways for people to just have a full grip right now, and we have life gain in the Meat Hook Massacre, so it might be safe. But for the moment, I'm going to test it like that. And then, being that we do have 25 lands, plus the 4 Tangled Florahedrons is 29, I'm going to back it off to 27, because I feel like I was always looking for another negate. In this meta, the only reason, in my opinion, you would want to have a Disdainful Stroke over negate is for Goldspan Dragon. Other than that, almost every single threat in the game that costs 4 or more mana anyways is a Planeswalker, is a legendary, you know, you got Chariots, Ren, Lolth, all kinds of different things that are a really, really big problem right now. There's not a whole lot of Desert Dooms running around, plus we can get rid of it other ways. So those are the changes I'm going to make to the deck at the moment. Let's go over crafting. So Shadow's Verdict, if you don't own them, I don't know how strong it is right now. I've had them forever. Be careful on that one. Meat Hook Massacre, craft away 2 of those. Those are super, super strong. Uncommons and commons, we're not going to really talk about. Briarbridge Tracker is seeing some play in a lot of decks, but be wary. I don't know how good it's going to be overall. I think it's a pretty dang good card, so I think it's safe to craft the remainder that you need to get to 4, especially if you want to play a lot of green decks. But who knows, you know, we're still kind of settling into the meta. Asikia's Chariots, you're not going to be disappointed on those. I don't think it's getting banned anytime soon. If it was, you know, if I had Auron's Epiphanies in the deck after this last SCG tournament, or maybe the ban will already have happened by the time this deck comes out, I'd be like, be careful crafting those. But I think Chariots are safe. Emrith, Desert Doom, I think it's safe to craft at least 1 of those if you don't have any. You could have all 4 Lolths, in my opinion, so craft away on those. I think they're still pretty good in this meta. But, you know, be careful in case she does kind of take a backseat to some of the other Planeswalkers. You don't want to have crafted them and not need them. Ren at 7, super strong, craft away. And lands, as you know, if you watch the channel a lot, are always safe in my opinion, so go ahead and craft away on those. So I really hope you like this deck. Let us know down below what you thought of the deck, of anything else you'd like to see. Definitely make sure you let me know if I made a misplay, because sometimes I don't catch them. I like to go back and review myself and kind of just see what's going on. So I really hope you enjoyed the deck. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Please hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps us out on the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you know exactly when new content comes out. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.